5 games of today's weekly survival. I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. Please say hello to your fantastic casting duo for today. It's Toby and SONIQS.
Thank you very much, lads. 5 games, 5 spots remaining for the weekly finals. It begins here for day 3 of the weekly survival, week 2, presented by Alienware and Toomey. Toby, great to be together once more.
Once more. Joy as always, joy as always. Last time around, we had a very, very intense last day of weekly survival, and I wouldn't expect today to be anything but the same.
Well, I mean, definitely expecting it with the lobby that we've got today. A couple of the results over the last 2 days have definitely thrown a big spanner in the works, right? There's some teams that qualified that maybe I wasn't quite expecting to qualify straight away. There's some teams in this lobby that I'm a little surprised to see. You know, the likes of Gen G, for instance, would be one of them. You've got 17 Gaming. You've also got the likes of TSM, Team Liquid, all these teams that played in the weekly finals last week that have still not yet qualified. And there's only 5 games to do so. And not all of them mathematically will be able to make it now.
Exactly. Good to see some variations, see some new teams make it on through, and I guess that bodes for a better teams just going in circles in his parachute real quick to make sure that he's not gonna get accidental run over. I love to see it. I mean, it's gonna make for a better week 3, that it's not the same 16 that has made it through the first 2 weeks. It would be very predictable to then see who would make it through to the grand finals after week 3. So glad to see some variation. Who knows, maybe more teams today that didn't manage to qualify to this tournament, I can beat them. If you go into a fight going, oh no, he's better than me, I'm gonna miss this, I'm gonna lose this fight, you're not gonna win the fight. Speaking of fighting, let's see 17. Seems like they want Ghibli's compound.
Yeah, they're going to go straight for it. Spear watching. Beryl, maybe not the best time to reload. Still had 17 bullets and yet loses the fight. 1-for-1 trade, so it's not too bad for either team just yet. Honestly, not a bad little fight right now from Ghibli, only losing Spear. Adder's going to be careful down to half health, but right now it is actually a bit of a 50-50.
Ooh, Lambo able to find 2 shoot. 1 will go down. That's, of course, a nade in hand. Not going to help you out, Ghost. Wanted to peek around the corner. Can he time it right? No, Lambo gets out behind the back wall. Will be able to get healed on up. Molly shouldn't spread across there either. So a 2v3 at least for now.
Yeah, and this is a win right now for Ghibli.
Oh, yeah.
In this instance, unless Shu gets brought back up. Xiao Bei going for that revive. No Ghost, and then suddenly like that, there goes that sort of win condition there for Ghibli. Now losing Remba. Of course, Spear's still down. It's only Adder and Lambo, so how quick things can sort of change. Big credit to 17. They go for the revive, they slow it down. Little Ghost holds the angle at the fence, and now they find themselves in the better position.
That nade is going to be absolutely perfect, and it's not even him getting instant. Wow! I was going to say it's unfortunate they don't get the kills, but kills don't really matter here. It's the vehicle. It's the vehicle that knocks both the players back to get them knocked, and he's not going to be rewarded with it. Survives with 1 HP.
Well, although it's so far on the edge of the circle, I wouldn't recommend it. PO, nade in hand, looking to ward off Mad Clan, who I think at this point just have to commit to this. They can't really rotate anywhere else, not at this point of the phase either. Nice shots from DraftKing. Oath are going for a shack push here, and I don't think this is going to be successful.
They can't get in!
I don't think it would have been, it should not have been the play. A big misplay. So many sites on that location, and here come TSM.
Yep, everyone's going to be pulling up on something now, and you know that if you're taking a fight here, more teams could potentially be joining. Ming trying to get the knock, those managing to do so. Penta does get a 1-on-1 train, goes for the flush and gets taken down because of it. None looking over, it's just Luke left alive, finds the first one, no, not able to get the second, and you have be able to stay alive, but this is the fear, right? They saw the kill feed, they know there's a lot going on in the compound, and I'm looking for other teams to potentially engage on that compound too, but right now, SONIQS, Fury on one side, and Matt and Gen G to power towards the west as well.
There was no reason for Penta to go for that flush there, by the way. I mean, it's not like the kills are going to matter or anything, and he should have just held the angle, knowing he saw 2 players. Yeah. Bit of a weird play, and yeah, gets punished for it. If he doesn't go for that flush, maybe there's a chance TSM could have won that, but not to be. And Lash now, the last one alive for Mad Clan, always was going to be difficult when you crash Gen G's compound, and well, they're very proficient at dealing with these scenarios, and Lash is going to get flushed out of here, walks into the molly, and it's just only a matter of time.
Yeah, Prone's on down, wants to get healed on up. But one of the things that I like about the way Gen G usually goes about these kind of engagements is they pretty much never. Like, once they get the upper hand like this, they rarely ever take casualties. Like, they don't make stupid mistakes. Now, of course, they probably will because they said it. Nope, they find Lash there. Teams in the meantime, slowly moving forward in his vehicle. Gets the double as well. That's going to get Fury out of the equation. So a little more pressure alleviated on the east side of the circle. And now, I was just talking about it, New Happy, they were active early. More teams will join. Dante does go down. Jan instantly jumps into a molly, not optimal, of course. Gets back into safety. Still 2 players up for Unique. Make that 1.
Yeah, and a decent compound here as well, which may be confirmed as the compound to get inside of the next 20 seconds. So big fight for New Happy to win. Lambu gets a knock on to Disgusting. Full credit to Ghibli. I mean, they're playing their position perfectly. They had to move over to the compound just outside of Apps. 10 seconds, though, to sort of confirm where we're going. We can still go up north. We can still go straight onto Apps. We can go onto the compound of Unique, New Happy, and SONIQS, soon to be. H-Wing gets knocked down immediately and then actually ran over by Tiggleton. That circle, though, basically confirms you probably want to be more so over towards Apps at this point of the game anyway, with that new Phase 5 circle.
Exactly. I mean, I said it early that once one fight kind of breaks out in these areas, more teams will try and see if they can jump in and take it away from both the teams in the current fight. And SONIQS wanting to do that, of course, as you said too. Should have maybe waited 5 more seconds to see the next circle, because then I think Apps would have been a better play. There's only one team in apartments. That is unheard of. Usually in these circles, you'd have 5 or 6 teams sitting up and like above and below each other. Now Liquid realizes that's the play. Maybe they saw there weren't a lot of people there. Genji's gonna cross on over to the house there too. Actually, JS from inside school, and Apps, they're still alive, finds one. Mamu does find Clave as well. He just exactly manages to get inside to safety.
Sometimes it's very difficult when you get that down player blocking that doorway. Mill just gets rushed on. Now, Pero had a little bit of a split here at the Apps, and that is where you can get punished when there is so many different teams all just sending it on to Apps. You get overwhelmed. You eventually lose a play.
Need to come down and help. Here it is. Oh, he goes into the money again. Pio might be able to get upstairs, should be able to survive the burn as well. Yep, he will. And, of course, he's going to go for the rest. Now, in the meantime, Ikeslef managed to find Relo. Oath did have to commit to the building. Second nade comes through the small window. It's going to take down one more. Of course, Perchico has been here for a long time, so haven't really had to use any utility yet. Now, at least one is going to get back on his feet. Snakers should be restable here, unless if more utility comes their way.
Yeah, and this is probably something Oath should have done in the last circle.
Yeah.
You know, hard to criticize them too much. I definitely understood what they maybe wanted to do and what they were maybe banking on happening, but in the end, this was always the play they probably needed to make. And yeah, Petrichor Road using their utility absolutely perfectly. Snake is underneath that nade. He will fall, so will the entire team. Just quietly 10 kills as well for Petrichor Road, who have been inside of Apps for the entire game, basically. Esther back up with PO, although never mind, he spoke way too soon. As soon as Esther's up, he goes back down to Zennan.
I really like the way GEX has gone about this one. They were completely screwed on the north side of this circle. They wrap over to school, they know they're late, and now they make an aggressive play downstairs to see if they're gonna get it. Yes, indeed, the 1-2 punch. Yanli peeks down the stairs, while Zennan jumps out the window to give the audio indication that they're pushing from outside. Very hits-up play by GEX. Honestly, I mean, it's not too often I've seen them impress me, but that was a really, really smart play there.
Unique have just like sent it. They're looking for the wall. Only a doozy that's left though, right? You lose a play on the rotation. Definitely understand what a doozy was going for and what Unique were going for. Only the solo here, but it's not too bad. He can obviously watch what is now his left-hand side or whatever, and he's got the car behind him, so it's a good little prone position. No one's probably going to run out and try and deal with him. Silzen's still inside of that building for SONIQS, means SONIQS are going to be very, very careful. Spear inside at New Happy's building. Team Liquid, dead center apartment building. Gloom surely dies. Aches left. That's some question marks from Aches left.
Okay. Ikeslef misses those, I suppose. But this circle, I mean, it's ending in between 3 of the... the game is ending in between 3... Oh, that's good, Nate. In between 3 of the apartments. This is going to be either a healing phase... I mean, the thing is, when you thought there wasn't enough pressure on you to perform in these hectic kind of urban finishes, this is winner-winner chicken dinner. Like, if it was just kills, you go, you know what, guys, screw it. Give me that shotgun and let's just start... Like, oh my god, you're dead. Let's just try and see how many kills we can get off of this. Here, this is, I mean, it's going to be so incredibly tough. GX eliminated, of course, with that nade. Ikeslef, nice peek on over. Takes down Spear. Was not anticipating one to be on that roof. But this is going to be difficult, to say the very least. And honestly, I'm really liking Ikeslef's position here. Taylor thing that the smoke was bigger than it was for us. But maybe it's just, like, the more they are down there right now, the more damage they can do to one another. Because this ain't a place where any one team survives with all, you know? Like, there's going to be casualties on all sides, and the more even they are against one another, maybe the more overall casualties there's going to be.
That was a big nade. Team Liquid now making their pleasant pleasantries with AAA, and that nade opens the door up, makes it very difficult for AAA to push out. Low on health, Janky of course goes down, Gloom's now half health. I mean, how do you really fight back? You almost have to go into defense mode immediately. You try to make the cross, and then Ibiza gets the down. They got all of the windows here just watching that entire west side. Of course, Blue Zone moving. Only a minute 50 seconds remaining in this game, and Toby, we probably will go down to that final second.
I like the way that Liquid are holding off here. Really utilizing that vehicle, knowing there's only so many places that that Attack All Around can peek from. Surprised to see Attack All Around not utilize their utility earlier. Had a nade there, Janko not gonna find anything with it. Out in 6th place for Attack All Around. Now SONIQS and KPI, essentially the best apartments building because the corner players on the very edge of the circle. Nade gonna do damage, but not gonna find a kill. Silsa does have a level 3 vest, so would be able to tank some bullets. Now has a helmet as well, but not a whole lot more going for him. Petrichor in the meantime taking the fight to New Heavy, and they all go down! Oh my lord, Petrichor, 15 kills, and now Mamu containing on the roof as well. They're all 3 up here.
Yeah, but that's the roof play, right? You're going to get the kills, but are you going to be able to get the win? And that matters more. This is perfect for teams like Liquid, for teams like SONIQS. Petrichor Road's basically doing all of the dirty work for them. They're getting all of the kills, but now how do you actually win the game from this position? James! Couple of nades to send Petrichor Road on the road. 3 versus 3. SONIQS in another top 2 scenario, and mine goes down. Shrimsy gets it back. Tickleton low on health. Little bit of a high ground as well for Liquid. It's second again for SONIQS, and it's first for Team Liquid.
What a game. They had the longest journey from the west and across into the middle of that one. Hard fought end game. Solid nades thrown up by teams. When they had control of that rooftop, I was sure that Petrichor had something to say about Liquid's play, but you can see SONIQS. Again, that is 4 second places in 6 games. That has got to sting.
Yeah, talk about missed opportunities. Probably in some of the earlier games the other days, maybe more winnable positions than that one. Team Liquid, they had the smokes, they had the high ground, they had the vision, and they had the nades from James as well. We'll go over to the desk where they can break it all down.
Oh my god, breaking that one down could take us a couple of years. What an insane apartments finish. I absolutely love that. And I think one thing to maybe point out